Vernie, your mentorship has been incredibly helpful in developing my skills as an embalmer, and because of that, I have the confidence to talk to our families, to explain what we do, to be able to give them one final chance to say goodbye, and for that, I'm eternally grateful, and our families are eternally grateful.
This is Jim Brown from Mid-States Professional Services. And difficult trying to figure out all of the things that I've learned from Vernie Fountain, but I think the one that actually stands out the most is I had always thought that this kind of training went on in regular mortuary school. I was very surprised to find out that it didn't get to this level, and very impressed with what Vernie had to give to the subject. Thanks.
Hey Vernie, thanks for giving me the boldness and confidence to take on tough reconstruction cases from sitting in your 5D course and also many of your seminars. I'm also grateful that I can call you if I have a question and you'll be there to answer. Thanks.
Hey Vernie, how are you? You taught me to think it through, to give it a try, to go from the known to the unknown, and it always worked. Thank you very much.
Vernie, I don't even know where to begin. I can't thank you enough for all the years of friendship and skills that you've shared with us. I can't even begin to calculate the number of families in my communities that will never know you, but who have been positively impacted by you because of the training and the expertise you've shared with us. Thank you so much for everything. I'm proud to call you my friend and brother. Thank you.
Hello, Vernie. I know everyone's going to say this, but you've taught me to think it through, and I appreciate you. I really excelled in my skills because of you. You're the man.
Thank you, Vernie, for your example of humble confidence and your cultivation of an amazing community of embalmers worldwide who are there not only to assist their own communities, but also one another when called upon to do so.
He taught me that there are less bacteria on an academy body than on a Walmart shopping cart. But more seriously, they taught me to never skip a step in a facial restoration for a good result.
Hi, Vernie. I wanted to let you know that I am so grateful for you, for your ability to teach and for your willingness to teach, for your willingness to be available when we're stumped, for telling us to think it through one step at a time. Nothing's too difficult. So you've changed the way that I approach things. You've changed my confidence. You have changed my ability to serve people. So I just want to say thank you for everything. You've made a huge impact in not only my lives, but the lives of the families that I've served. So thank you.
Hey Vernie, your challenge wall at Fountain National Academy pushed me to achieve more than I ever thought that I could. So my little wall of achievement right here, it's all your fault.
Hi Vernie, thank you for allowing me to participate in many of your programs and seminars. You have taught me many things over the years, and it's made me a better embalmer and a better person. Thanks once again for everything.
Hey Vernie, just giving you a real quick shout out here, Ryan Ballard, saying hello. Thank you so much for what you've done over many years when it comes to funeral service, dedicating yourself to making all of us better. Thank you for teaching us some humility as well when it comes to funeral service and what we can do. And very much so, I can't tell you this enough. You've given me confidence. Over the years, you've given me confidence to know that more can be done if you just try. So very much, man. Appreciate you. Rock and roll.
Thank you for teaching me to break my cases down into small, manageable steps that I could check off along the way so that they did not seem so overwhelming. This really helps me to focus and get a good job done.
Hi Vernie, Kelly Romanowski. I want to thank you for teaching me to have the confidence in myself to always try. I also want to thank you for teaching me an excellent method how to use a unional with cutting it along top and taping. Invaluable.
When I was at Vernie's school, I learned how to reconstruct the skull and put back together from an accident. I learned a lot from Vernie. He's helped me through the years. Thank you, Vernie.
Your kindness, your gentle spirit, your dedication to learning and teaching have all taught me to be humble and kind, and to do my very best for each person I have in my life. I love you, Vernie. Thank you for everything.
Hi, Vernie. Just want to take a minute to say thank you for your friendship throughout the years and giving me the guidance and the confidence to work on these trauma cases. I really appreciate you and I'm truly grateful.
Vernie, you taught me the value of being genuine, dedicated, professional, hardworking, and most of all, humble. Thank you.
Hey, Vernie. I first met you at a pre-convention one day in Baltimore, so many years ago. And you've taught me so much I couldn't begin to repay you, but I am trying to pay it forward. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, old friend.
Hey, Vernie, I just wanted to say congratulations. I'd like to say thank you for your incredible knowledge and support. Your belief in me and the instillment of confidence has been invaluable, and I couldn't say any more than that. Appreciate and have a wonderful day, Vernie. You know what I mean?
Hi, Vernie. Hope all is well with you. Great to see you here. Delighted to be back in Springfield, like my second home for many, many years. Lots of memories here with you. I'd like to thank you for helping me and showing me the roadmap, and most of all, 3 decades of friendship. Thank you so much.
Hi, Vernie. I'm here to share how grateful I am for your mentorship. And I know I'm not alone when I say your dedication to sharing your techniques of reconstructive practices has been so beneficial in my postgraduate work inside the funeral home. Your kindness and willingness to share that knowledge has always meant the world to me and so many others. Thank you so much.
Hello, Vernie. This is Jennings. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for encouraging me to push myself to help families understand what the value is from getting from where they are to where they need to be when it comes to the viewing of their loved ones. Thank you.
I first met Vernie as just an apprentice embalmer, and he was one of the few people who really took an interest in me and really helped me with my embalming skills and reconstructive skills. And I'll never forget the time that I drove down to Springfield to assist him on a full facial reconstruction. And on the first night, we worked from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. and slept for a little bit, got up, ate a Subway sandwich, and got after it again. And I was absolutely blown away by what he was able to accomplish and what we were able to accomplish, and it opened my eyes to see what is possible in the realm of embalming and reconstructive art. And so I will forever be grateful to Vernie for his help, for his time, and for his mentorship.
Hey Vernie, it's Brian Waters. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've taught me over the years, but if I had to share the most important thing that you've taught me is how we share our knowledge with the next generation so they can continue to show compassion to our fellow human beings.
Hey Vernie, it's Josh from Indiana. Whenever I'm caring for a traumatic victim, I always have your voice in my ear saying, find the known, start from there, and progress slowly and take your time. So thank you for providing that information. Much love.
Hi Vernie, Mildred from the Philippines. I'm actually here in Bangkok, catching my flight back to the Philippines. Sorry to miss your event this weekend, but I just want to say that thank you so much for being an inspiration and for being of help in everything that you taught us and embalming, and for encouraging us to move forward. Thank you so much for all the learnings. I love you.
Vernie, you have taught me that education, perseverance, and dedication are 3 of the most important components of a career in funeral service. I continue to utilize the skills that I have learned through your educational seminars to ensure that I give every family the best possible chance at an open casket viewing. Thank you for everything that you do.
Hello, Vernie. Scott Sallers sending you good wishes from Halifax, Pennsylvania. One thing especially that I took home after the 3D and 5D class is the confidence to walk into the prep room and look at some of the things we deal with in a different perspective. instead of being overwhelmed, I can look at my case and say, this will work or that will work. And I thank you for that confidence, Vernie.
Hi, my name is Coretta Harwood. I am a second-generation funeral director in Balmer, and I just want to tell Vernie Fontaine, thank you so much for giving me the encouragement to try to be excellent, to try to be better. You have shared your skills and your wealth of knowledge to make embalmers better, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you. Thank you.
One thing you've taught me is that if there's a will, there's a way. If you're willing to learn, try new things, educate yourself, ask for help, and even educate others, you'll be able to help families in so many different ways.
Vernie, you've taught us all how to follow our passions. You had a dream and were confident in yourself. And congratulations to you and Fountain National Academy. You're definitely a treasure, a national treasure to funeral service.
Hi, Vernie. I just want to take a moment and tell you thank you for sharing your knowledge with not only me, but everyone else in our industry. I also want to thank you for believing in me when my belief wavers. You are one of a kind, and I want to thank you for your patience with me being a pain in your rear sometimes and picking your brain to the point of exhaustion. From the very first phone call to now, you've always been understanding and patient and willing to share your knowledge, not only on a professional level, but as on a personal level. So I want to thank you, and I love you.
To my mentor, thank you for providing me with the necessary skills to become an ambassador, to teach the importance of embalming and postmortem reconstructive surgery to our beloved profession. But most of all, I thank you for your guidance, for your wisdom, and for your friendship. God bless.
Vernie, you've taught me a lot of techniques, but the biggest thing you've taught me is how to keep an ego in check and stay humble, just like you. Thank you.
While some collect sports memorabilia, one of my most prized possessions is this autographed head block that contains the signatures of the superstars of our profession who have learned from you about the gleam factor and always trying what we can before we close the casket.
Vernie, the one thing you've taught me that I'll always remember is the gleam factor. That when that person was born, they were a gleam in their mommy and daddy's eyes, and that we must always treat them with the proper dignity, respect, and reverence that they deserve.
Hello, Vernie. You have taught me so much, it would be faster just to list the things you didn't teach me. As you know, our funeral home serves all active duty Air Force, Army, and Navy deaths. Because of you, we are able to give parents one last opportunity to see their child. No more head wraps. What a feeling that is to give to hurting families. I hope you know how much you are loved, admired, and appreciated.
Hey Vernie, it's Christy. Just want to say thank you for everything that you've given me and taught me to think it through before I attempt to do a case. But one thing you've done is you've instilled in me and you gave me the confidence to know that I can embalm any case that comes through my door. Love you.
Hey Vernie, Ed Sandmeyer here with Northern Michigan Mortuary Logistics. I am living, breathing proof that you can in fact teach an old dog new tricks. Thank you for your service to our industry and thank you for your service to our country.
Hey Vernie, thank you for everything that you've taught me. Thank you for teaching all of us how to step out of our comfort zone. And thank you to Vernie's family for opening your home to us and treating us like your own.
Hey Vernie, one of the most valuable things you've taught me is just plain and simple how important the body is and how the chance to have a peaceful goodbye can be incredibly healing for families and loved ones in grief. Thank you.
Aloha everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to Vernie Fountain and celebrate you here today. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, tools, and guidance with me. I take them with me every day. The power to think it through and for everything that you have done for individuals, families, and businesses worldwide will always be greatly appreciated. We are so blessed through your accolades. Though too long to list today, we are all so grateful for you. Congratulations and thank you so much, Vernie.
Vernie, we love you. It's great to be back at the second time for me at the annual conference. Attended many seminars with you. You've made a difference in my life so we can make a difference with families. We love you, appreciate you. Thank God for you. Blessings to you.
I'm thankful to Vernie Fountain for hosting this seminar and conference, teaching generations of funeral directors and affording me the opportunity to continue and grow within my profession.
I'm thankful to Vernie for all the things that he has taught me throughout the years and all the things he taught me many years ago in mass fatality class, and allowing me to be a part of this wonderful conference and network with all these great people. Thank you so much for all you do.
Hi Vernie, I'd like to wish you all a great successful conference, and no doubt it will be wonderful. I left there with not only the skills professionally to take on any challenge, but I left with invaluable skills that made me personally grow as well. And I was able to take that with me and share with the many students that I've mentored over the years. And they often ask, "Oh, aren't you afraid? How can you do that?" And I just say, I learnt the skills from the very best. And I encourage them all, if ever they have the opportunity, to travel over to your side of the world and gain that experience and confidence that I was able to take with me. I can't thank you enough. I should have a glass of wine, but it's only in the morning now. But cheers to you all, and have a brilliant, brilliant conference. And love to all my colleagues over there. I will see you all again one day. Thank you so much, Vernie, and congratulations. Bye.
Hey Dad, I just want to tell you how much I love you and how proud I am to be your daughter. And you've been such an inspiration to me and so many embalmers and professional funeral directors over the years. So keep that up. I know that you would dismiss it or deny it, but I think that you have been heroic. And you've always been there for me, so thank you for that. I've enjoyed helping with the seminars and the international conference over the years. Loved being around to see what I could do to help. So thank you for the opportunity to do so. And just keep up the good work. I love you.
Hi Dad, it's Ellen and Granddog Tito just popping in to tell you how much we love you and how incredibly lucky I am to get to be your daughter. I could not be where I am today without your love and support. And I know so many others feel the same way. I've heard stories all my life, but especially this weekend, about all the great things you do for others. All of them amaze me, but none of them surprise me. You are so kind and generous, and I am so proud to call you my dad. Love you so much, and congrats on another great conference.
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking it through. Hi, Dad. I just wanted to pop in and say that I love you, and thank you so much for everything. Now, if I had a different dad, I would punch him in the face and I would come find you, because what you've taught me in my 21 years of living is irreplaceable. It's priceless. You've taught me love, grit, toughness, the importance of hard work, determination, and you've always believed in me, and you've always encouraged me to do whatever it is that I want to do. You've also taught me the value of thinking it through, and for being humble and staying kind, and to try new things, to do everything that I want to do, whether or not I fail or I succeed. And thank you for encouraging me to do weird things, just like this. And thank you for picking these up, by the way. But again, I love you, and I hope this was a great conference. I'm so humbled to be your event coordinator, and I'm so honored to have put on such a great event for both you and all of the lives that you have touched over the years. And Chico wants to thank you too. So we love you, and we hope that you have a great conference.
Hey, you guys, everybody watching this, everybody who took part in this, thank you so much for your friendship over the years. I cannot imagine what our lives would be like without all of you in it. Truly. I've watched you progress in your careers and do cases that I could never do anything like that. And you've watched our children grow from infants to college graduates. And it means the world to me, each and every one of you. So thank you. And speaking of this conference, I hope we do it again really soon. Vernie, you took an idea and you ran with it. And it's been one of the highlights of my life to be part of this every 2 years for however many years we've done it. But, you know, our house is a staging area for this thing. And, you know, you tend to pile stuff around. And so with that, I just want to say, Sunday afternoon, I want my kitchen back. Okay, love you. Bye.